Quick note before we begin. This is an AI-generated video from PowerV, narrated by an AI voice, not a doctor. Nothing here is medical advice, and PowerV is a cosmetic, not a medicine. Hey there, and welcome. I'm Maya. Today we're doing a deep dive into what easily irritated skin actually needs to look and feel its absolute best. So let's just jump right in.
Ceramides versus hyaluronic acid. If you follow skincare even a little bit, you've definitely seen these two heavyweights absolutely everywhere. But listen, we're not going to do a boring biology lecture today. Instead, we're strictly looking at how these ingredients actually change the way your skin looks and feels on a daily basis.
So the big question is ceramides or hyaluronic acid for sensitive skin? You know that feeling, right? You step outside on a chilly day and your face just instantly feels tight. Or maybe it flushes and you get that visible look of redness. Or maybe you just walk into a heated room and your skin feels super reactive. When your face is easily irritated like that, throwing a dozen different products at it can honestly make it look and feel so much worse. You really just want to know which ingredient is going to do the heavy lifting to make your face feel calm and comfortable again.
Okay, if we were mapping this out on a whiteboard, we'd put hyaluronic acid on the left and ceramides on the right. They literally do opposite, but totally complementary jobs. Hyaluronic acid is a humectant. That basically means its whole job is to be a water magnet. It draws water in, bringing this quick burst of hydration to the surface, so you get that instant plump look. Ceramides, on the other hand, well, they're the seal. Imagine a brick wall for a second. The surface of your skin is the bricks, and the ceramides are the mortar. They sit in the gaps and hold that moisture securely in place. So one draws the water in, and the other makes sure it doesn't escape.
But here's the turn, and this is absolutely crucial. You need both jobs done. So many of us buy a hyaluronic acid serum, slather it on, and then wonder why our face feels completely dry like an hour later. Well, it's because you drew the water in, but you totally forgot the mortar. Without a seal, that water just evaporates right off. For sensitive, reactive skin, sealing the surface is literally the foundation, while the water pulling is more the support act. The tricky part, most serums out there only do one of these jobs at a time.
And that brings us to a huge problem with modern skincare routines. Because most products only do one thing, we've all been taught to just stack them. You buy a hydrator, then you buy a barrier product, and then maybe an antioxidant. But think about what happens when you do that. Every single time you add another layer, another totally separate formula, you're massively increasing the chance of a reaction. You're mixing different preservatives and textures. For someone whose skin is already prone to breakouts or just super sensitive, this whole multi-step stacking trend is exactly what leaves a reactive face feeling tight, rough, and stingy.
The power answer? Defend, renew, seal. Instead of playing chemist in your bathroom every morning with 5 different bottles, this approach recognizes that hydration, antioxidant defense, and a resilient-looking surface are all totally connected. You just can't support one while ignoring the others.
So here's exactly how that one step actually works in the formula. First, it seals. It uses this gorgeous blend of ceramides and squalane. Squalane is just a super lightweight softener that mirrors your natural oils, so it never feels heavy or clogs your pores. Second, it draws water in, but it uses beta-glucan to do it. Third, it defends the look of your skin against environmental stress using astaxanthin, which is an incredibly potent red antioxidant from microalgae. And finally, it supports the look of firmness and an even tone with 2 specific plant stem extracts, argan and moss. It's tackling the entire cycle of how your skin looks and feels all in one go.
Now, what they left out is just as important as what they put in. PowerV is incredibly gentle by design. I'm talking absolutely zero fragrance, no essential oils, no retinol, and 0 harsh exfoliating acids. And why is that? Well, when you look at the data on easily irritated skin, those are the exact ingredients that most commonly trigger the look of redness and that horrible stinging feeling. This formula completely skips the stuff that forces results through irritation, leaning entirely on gentle support, so your face just stays calm.
Okay, we need to have a really honest, transparent moment here. PowerV does not contain hyaluronic acid. I know, we spent the whole beginning of this explainer talking about it, but it's actually completely skipped in this specific bottle, and there's a really fascinating science-backed reason for that which perfectly suits reactive skin. Let's compare them. On the left, hyaluronic acid. Here's the catch. If you're hanging out in really dry air and you don't have a perfect seal on top, hyaluronic acid can actually pull moisture up to the surface and just let it evaporate. That leaves your face feeling even tighter than before. No thanks. Now on the right, we have beta-glucan, which comes from sources like oats. Beta-glucan does the exact same water-drawing job. It attracts and binds water beautifully, but unlike hyaluronic acid, it comes with a massive calming bonus. It forms this really light, breathable film that holds moisture and actively soothes the look of redness. That's exactly why it's in here. It gives you that stunning dewy look, but helps your face feel incredibly comfortable all day.
When you put all of this together, what you get is one gentle step. You cleanse, you smooth on this single serum, and you're done. It handles the drawing in, the sealing, the antioxidant defense, and the firmness support. It's designed so that when you look in the mirror, your skin just simply looks dewy, calm, and rested. No more 10-step routine chaos.
Now let's talk about the practical side of things, the cost. A 30 milliliter bottle of PowerV is $89. Because it's so highly concentrated, and because it's literally doing the job of a separate humectant, a ceramide moisturizer, and an antioxidant serum, a bottle typically lasts about 2 to 3 months. That breaks down to roughly $1 or $1.50 a day. For a streamlined routine that actually respects easily irritated skin, that single bottle approach makes a whole lot of sense, right?
If you're kind of wondering how your specific skin profile matches up with these ingredients, there is a fantastic next step you can take right now. PowerV offers a totally free AI skin analysis on their website. It takes maybe 3 minutes, you don't even need an account, and it gives you a personalized breakdown of what your skin might be craving, focusing purely on how it looks and feels.
And if you decide that simplifying your routine is exactly what you need right now, they offer an incredible welcome to help you get started. You can actually get 40% off your very first order to experience this one-step approach for yourself.
To unlock that 40% discount, all you have to do is use the code IAMBEAUTIFUL at checkout. That's IAMBEAUTIFUL. So what do you think? Are you ready to stop stacking products and start giving your skin exactly what it needs to feel settled and strong again? Thank you so much for joining me today. Honestly, take a look at your bathroom counter tonight and ask yourself if it's finally time to simplify. We'll see you next time.